Hey, welcome back to the UniTec YouTube digital media channel. We're wrapping up the year. This is the next to last day for seniors at North County High School, and thoroughly enjoyed working with this guy this year, Mr. Dobie Carroll, the Director of Bands at North County. His students have requested that he be hot seated, and he has been gracious enough to do this here today. Are you excited?
Sure, that's a word for it.
That's a word for it. And this is the first hour marching band and concert band? Symphonic band. I knew there was a fancier term for that. Mm-hmm. So the symphonic band is actually here behind the camera, and they're watching. And we're going to do something a little risque. We're going to field a couple of questions from the audience later. So stick around for that. Yeah, take another drink of coffee. You might want to do that. All right, so here we go. Dobie Carroll on the hot seat here on YouTube. Question number one, how many years in education?
This is my 14th year in education.
How many years at North County?
This is my 7th year at North County.
7th year at North. Where were you before?
Right before, I spent a year with a half day at Valley, Caledonia and a half day at Bismarck.
Nice.
Most of my career before I came here was at Liberty High School in Mountain View, Missouri.
Where is Mountain View?
Halfway between Poplar Bluff and Springfield, South Central.
Oh boy. Wow, so you drove back and forth from Deloge there every day, didn't you?
No, definitely not. It was remote, but I really liked the community there a lot. I just wanted to get back home.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Band kids are always the creative types and can sometimes be strange. What are some strange things your students do?
Well, right now they're making signs with their phones telling me how much they love me. I guess that's strange.
That is strange, yes.
Love you too, Stevie.
Do you have any former students who are now band directors?
One. Elizabeth Runyon. I only got the privilege of teaching her for a year before she graduated at North County, but she is in her first year of teaching right now. Pretty sure that's it. I think I have another one getting ready to start.
Wonderful. So is that like, you know, the most rewarding part of the job when you convince somebody to do that? Or do you feel like you failed them because you've taken them down this path of darkness?
I wouldn't say it's the most rewarding part of the job, but it's pretty cool.
Who is a former student that is not involved in the band but that you're really proud of?
Cletus.
Cletus?
Yeah.
What has Cletus done that has made you so proud?
Not much I can say on camera, but he's just stayed in contact really well. We're bros.
Who is the best teacher you know?
Oh my. Dr. Gordon Pace.
Why so?
When I was getting my master's degree, like I never left a room so inspired to do what I was going to do when I was there. At that point, I thought I was going to be an administrator. Later, I took some other classes that changed my mind, but he was just really great at meeting you where you were and talking about realistic goals to help other people.
Give me a few of your favorite teachers from your time at North County as a student.
Oh, man. I was not a fantastic student at North County.
Really?
I actually really loved my class with Mr. Nichols at UniTec.
Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Nichols.
Sorry I failed you and went into music, not electronics. And then my music teachers, of course, Mr. Shanks and Mrs. Sutterfield and Ms. Schlemeyer. And I had Dr. Long for science, and that wasn't too bad. He was a good teacher.
All right.
Sorry I failed him too. But yeah, those are great ones.
Awesome. Very, very good. What is your favorite instrument to play?
Probably euphonium.
The what?
Euphonium.
What is a euphonium? That sounds like an element.
The way I normally explain it to people is baby tuba.
Baby tuba, okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite instrument to teach?
That's none of them. No.
None of them? Okay,
No,
that makes sense.
I prefer putting them all together rather than being like, hey, let's work with a room full of trombones.
Okay.
That sounds great.
Favorite restaurant to hit with a busload of kids?
False.
Yeah, there is no favorite restaurant.
Anytime we go with a busload of kids, I look for a grouping of restaurants because no one restaurant can handle all of us.
Right.
So
except for maybe like a Lambert's, right?
Still, we wait outside for like 2 to 3 hours sometimes.
Right.
But that's definitely the most fun experience. Mm-hmm. But if we're traveling to any location, I get the maps out and look for restaurant groupings.
There you go. That's a wise man.
Wouldn't want those kids to wait.
No, not at all. Favorite local restaurant that you like to frequent?
I'm really lame with food.
Yeah?
I guess both of the Mexican restaurants that I go to, El Tap and El Jarochito, they're both really good.
Yeah. Give them a shout out. Who is your favorite musician that you've worked with, like a clinician or just somebody that you've played music with over the years that you've really enjoyed?
I was really impressed by the faculty at SIU Edwardsville when they came and worked with our kids. Garrett Schmidt and Jason Swagler. I think our students got a lot out of that. Should probably bring those guys back.
Yeah, maybe next year.
Maybe
next year. All right, so you're stranded on a desert island.
Gross.
What 5 records do you have? A record player. It's got a little crank on it, so you don't need electricity, and you can take 5 albums to play. Give me, you don't have to give me 5 specifically, but just give me a couple that you know have to be there.
Something else, Cannonball Adderley.
Okay.
Something from the 60s, like a greatest hits album.
Okay.
That's my jam from growing up with my dad playing the oldies on the radio. Brad Paisley.
Brad Paisley, that's a bit surprising.
I don't know how that happened. I just got really into Brad Paisley in college.
Yeah.
And Nickel Creek was my other guilty pleasure in college.
Creek.
Like, they called it Newgrass at the time.
Yes.
Lots of mandolin playing. Just thought it was really cool. Thought I was going to be a professional mandolin player at one point. Didn't do that.
Didn't work out?
No, I'm really bad at it. Yeah, I don't know what the 5th one would be. Probably.
Okay. We'll put like ABBA in there just for fun. Who would play you in a movie?
Well, I had some friends in high school tell me it'd be really funny to see Chris Farley, but he's not with us anymore.
Okay.
Too soon.
We could animate Chris Farley and dub it with your voice, I guess.
Miss DeMint actually said she sees elements of Kevin James sometimes.
Kevin James, okay. Students, do you guys have an actor that you think would be good to play Mr. Carroll in the Mr. Carroll story? Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Absolutely. I can definitely see that.
We're like twins.
Basically. How many hamburgers can you fit in your mouth at once?
Depends on the location. The most popular answer is a half of one from Five Guys.
Wow.
That's with picture evidence.
Yes, as you'll see right back here. Where is Aubrey?
Look, Mom, aren't you proud?
Yeah. Aubrey, do you have a question for Mr. Carroll in the hot seat? She's looking for help.
Can you come back to me?
Sure can. Where's Ian? Ian, do you have a question for Mr. Carroll?
Not one that I should say.
How many stalkers do you have?
2.
2?
Yeah.
2 that you know of?
Yeah, those are just the ones that I've identified.
Yeah, there's probably a couple more out there. Let's go to the last question. And besides Mr. Nichols' class, since you already have taken that, if you were a sophomore becoming a junior at UniTec, what program would you take?
Electrical,
and you would be rich.
Maybe, but
if you were good, right?
That's just the moment when I find myself as a homeowner wishing I had more knowledge in that field.
Very
Definitely
good.
electrical.
Very good. Give Mr. Carroll a round of applause. He did a great job on the hot seats. They're shaking their head. Hey, be sure to like and subscribe for more fun videos here on the UniTec YouTube channel.